Okay, let's see her ultimate. Oh my god, this is amazing. I never want it to end. I'm sad now. Hey guys, I've got some exciting news for you today. I got early access to Robin. Hoyoverse was kind enough to allow me to share content from the Creator Experience server. This will allow me to try out Robin a little earlier than usual and let you guys know what's up. I'm actually really excited about this because it's a first for my channel, so let's see how it goes. But before I get into it, I just want to say that all the content I will be sharing is not fully indicative of the final product. It is all still subject to change before release, but with all that out of the way, these will be my initial thoughts of what's going on with the character and how she performs. To start, I just want to say that Robin's design is amazing and her animations are great. She's shaping up to be one of my new favourite characters joining Harmony Rail, and she's a very good addition to it. Unlike other Harmony characters, she actually deals a nice amount of damage while being a team-wide buffer. With her being a follow-up and dual DPS centered support, she should be a really exciting character to pull for. You most likely saw what she does in the live stream, but I'm going to show you a more in-depth look at the character. Robin's talent gives tonal resonance, which raises your team's crit damage by a fixed amount. This is already a great start for her talent, but she also gains energy every time a teammate attacks an enemy. This is needed though because of her high energy requirement for her ultimate. So if you have a speedy team, she will get her ultimate faster. This means she is great with characters like Dr. Ratio, Topaz and Aventurine. Her skill gives a huge amount of damage for a set amount of turns and only ticks down on her turns. It has a similar scaling to Ruin May's skill in total value. Okay, time for the ultimate breakdown. There's a lot to unpack here, so get ready. She enters the Concerto state and cannot attack, but she is immune to crowd control effects. While in the Concerto state, she increases all allies' attack by a certain percentage of her own plus 200. The upper limit of this is about 100% of attack for your team. Robin will also deal additional physical damage to enemies after your team hits an attack. The damage from this is set to a fixed crit rate of 100%, and a fixed crit damage of 150%. This means that you do not need to farm any sort of crit gear, you can focus completely on maxing her attack. This does make her do nice damage for a Harmony character. It also causes allies to immediately take action. Once her Concerto state ends, she will then immediately take action. Robin's ultimate seems to do a lot to make up for having one teammate being out of action. Robin's technique creates a dimension around her, stopping all enemies from attacking her, but making them follow her. Once in battle, she will gain 5 energy at the beginning of each wave. This is really good when you want to clear a whole area of enemies, specifically when grinding mats. Robin has some good trace abilities. She has a self-advance that will help make sure she acts first at the beginning of a battle and gets her buffs out. Her next talent ability is when Concerto state is active, follow-up attacks deal 25% extra crit damage. And the final trace will generate even more energy when she uses her skill to help with her costly ultimate. Okay, so I'll show you the build I'm using with her. I'm using 2-piece Musketeer of Wild Wheat and 2-piece Prisoner of Deep Confinement to further push her attack on her buffs. Just build as much attack as you can. I'm also using the Planar set Broken Kneel to increase her effect resistance while not in her ultimate and provide even more crit damage to the team on top of the 25% from her trace. Fleet of the Ageless is another good set to provide attack for all allies, and Space Sealing Station would increase her buffing and her attack even more. For substats, you want speed until you hit just over 134, then attack, then HP percentage, then defense percentage, then effect res. Her signature light cone is very good. Every time an ally attacks, she gains 1 stack of Cantillation. Cantillation stacks increase energy regeneration up to 15%. Once Robin uses her ultimate, it spends all stacks to gain Candenza. This increases her attack by 48%, and all allies attack by 24% for 1 turn. This is a pretty cracked light cone. Ruan May's light cone is the second best, but is way better utilized on Ruan May herself. Then we have Bronya's light cone at S1. It's really good, but it is barely better than the event light cone that's coming up. Speaking of the event light cone, it increases the wearer's attack by 32%, and after the wearer uses their ultimate, it increases damage dealt by 30%. This is insanely good and completely free as part of the upcoming event. S5 of Carve the Moon Weave the Clouds, and you have to purchase it because it's part of the battle pass. I do not recommend this light cone. And then we have Chorus at S5, which is really easy to get, it just has low base stats. Here's a quick simple rundown of the best light cones for Robin in terms of team damage. Her best one is her signature, second best is Ruan May's signature, third best is Bronya's, fourth is the completely free light cone from the event, fifth is the battle pass one, sixth I would go with Chorus. Robin's teams are all about follow-up attacks and dual DPS. My recommended teams include Dr. Ratio, Topaz, Robin, Aventurine. Aventurine is a slightly better choice than Huahua. which would mean another good team is Dr. Ratio, Topaz, Robin, Huahua. Next is Clara, Topaz, Robin, Aventurine. There's Kafka, Black Swan, Robin, Huahua. And the free-to-play option is Herta, Pella, Robin, March 7th. So for some extra information you probably want to know, you will want around 134 speed for teams that have a lot of attacks. She outclasses Ruin Mate in damage amplification by about 15% and loses to Sparkle. This kinda makes sense with Sparkle being a solo buffer and Robin being a team-wide buffer. Concerto State resets during a new wave. She doesn't seem very power creeped with all the other Harmony characters being insanely good already. Makes her seem pretty well balanced. He's only going to bring good things to the meta of the game. I do feel that if you are free to play and already have a Ruin Mate, you don't really need Robin, unless there are points in the game where you wish you had 2 Ruin Mates. Okay, for her Eidolons, her E1 gives all allies 24% resistance penetration while in her Concerto state, which is a really good Eidolon. I think this is the one that you really want to get if you're going to get any more than 0. E2 is mostly valuable for energy gain, as the more speed your team has, the more they will attack and the more energy she will receive. It is not really that necessary though if you know how to work around it in the first place. E4 is fine, it gives your team more effect resistance, and 6 is amazing, but do we really need it? Okay, here are the pros and cons. Pros: great design, universal, free to play friendly, and a little bit better than Ruanmei. Cons: she is not auto-play friendly at all. Should you pull for her? Or do you play a follow protect team? Yes, you should pull for her. Do you have any limited 5-star supports? If not, yes, you should pull for her. For her design? Yes, you should pull for her. If you have Ruin Mei and are maybe free to play? Probably not. Well, that's an early look at Robin for you guys. Let me know down below if you are pulling for Robin or her light cone. I'm kinda interested in seeing what you guys are doing. Also, let me know if you liked the video. As I said before, this is a first for my channel. So if you do like it, I can make more stuff like this. Thanks for watching. See ya.